Okay, with a quality repair, you know we care. Who do you know that's been in a car accident? How was their experience? Does anybody ever ask that question? Hi, I'm Kim Riley, the manager of Corporate Collision. We are a full-line auto collision repair facility that specializes in fleet and insurance collision repair. I'd been asked, Winston, what's a nice girl like you do in a place like this? That wasn't his exact question, but in other words, he was saying, how did I get started in a job that's mostly for men? And when I was learning how to drive, my dad told me that if I was going to drive, I was going to need to know how to work on the car. So I learned. I've been in the auto business since 1982, as Bonnie was saying. Started working out in dealerships. I worked in many areas of the dealership. And then when I started in the body shop as a backup for the secretary, I went, whoa, this is kind of cool. Get out of the mechanical end and go into the body end. So I started off as a body shop secretary. I went in to be an estimator, a manager, and I've even owned my own auto collision repair facility. And you know, with that kind of experience, everyone will get great hands-on service. My primary business referrals or references are fleet corporations, insurance companies, car clubs, aftermarket sports accessory parts stores. What makes me different from my competition is I have years of experience. I will help with the insurance claim from beginning to end. I'll represent your referral with the insurance adjuster and make sure that they receive a fair repair estimate. And also we do a quality factory repair. Things to look and listen for to get me qualified referrals is car or truck accident or collision, car or truck body repair, or car or truck body damage. You can qualify a potential referral for me by asking the following. How are you doing with your accident? Have you repaired your vehicle yet? Where were you planning to get your vehicle repaired? These professions are my power partners: an insurance agent, a chiropractor, a car wash detail. What I like best about what I do is my experience with the business to help the customer make the situation less stressful experience. The way our shop cuts the turnaround time down for the cycle time of repair, and the look on the customer's faces when they pick up their completed vehicle. My achievements and successes and interesting personal things are that I'm certified by many of the well-known companies in the auto body business: CCC, Freightliner, ADP, GM, iCar, PPG, and Oregon OSHA. The best way to reach me is to either call, email, or my favorite, just stop on by. Now, what I did was I gave you guys some ideas of some companies, and Mary Kay is now experiencing that right now, aren't you, Bonnie? Mm-hmm. She is one of our fleet customers. So these are the fleet companies that we deal with. This is CEI, Fleet Response, and PH&H. These are just a few. What they do is they'll send us a claim through a fax explaining to us the people's information of what is going on with their vehicle. We'll call that person, we'll make the appointment, we'll take some pictures, write some notes, send them on their way. Once we get the authorization for repairs, most of the time they'll give us a tear down sheet and gives us authorization to tear down the vehicle, and so we can do a further estimate on the original estimate that we did when we were just looking at the vehicle. Then we'll get a purchase order giving us authorization for repairs. And then our new estimating system, I didn't put it in, but this is what an estimate looks like. It breaks everything down by the vehicle identification number. A lot of the information that we can get is from the vehicle identification number. It breaks down the categories of what's being repaired, what's being replaced, and so forth. And then it breaks down, the important part is how much money we're going to make. So we use the EnviroBase high performance type of paint. It is waterborne paint. By state California law, we do have to have the waterborne paint now, which does take longer to dry, by the way, because you're not using a spray booth to heat it, you're using an air gun to blow it. So the tech, or the painter, what he does is he takes the VIN number, puts it in a computer, it poops out the amount of blue or black or whatever colors to mix together, and then he takes a spray test panel and he practices with the spray test panel, and then he matches your paint, then he'll go ahead and spray it. Again, by California state law, I brought the law book again. Everybody seemed to be pretty interested in it last time. You have to know what you're doing in order to be a body shop. So I have my little favorite places marked in case I want to go back and refer. Also, via daily basis, I have got to log all of our volatile things that go up in the air for the state. And so I have to take it and do it off of a chart, and then I calculate it up and see what we put out. We're only allowed to do 22 VOCs a day, and I think the most we got now is 8. And that's on our busiest time. So you can tell that we're not putting out very much. And again, if you're interested, we have it on our website about the state of California and your consumer rights. You do have a right of shop of choice. When you get a chance to read that and find out that they're not allowed to twist your arm and make you go any place. You do have shop of choice. And again, the laws, last year, just before I got back here in June, they had a big sting in the body shops. And so we have to know what our responsibilities are. And if I try to do any insurance fraud whatsoever, I will be put in jail. So not Earl, not anybody else but me. So the person that's estimating has a big responsibility to make sure that we are putting what we are doing in that estimate. Also, this is a typical insurance claim. So obviously you get into an accident. Okay, so you call Dan, or excuse me, you call your insurance agent, and you call corporate collision. You'll give a verbal recorded statement to the insurance company. You'll get an estimate from the insurance company who accepts fault for the accident. You'll receive an estimate and a check from the insurance company. Do not cash the check. Hold on to that check until your claim is done. You cash that check, you're done. Okay? If there's any additional items on that estimate that we need to go back for, we want to make sure you get everything that you need. You'll make an appointment with corporate collision for the repairs and schedule a rental. If you're the insured, make sure you check again with Dan, the insurance agent, and make sure that you have rental car coverage on your policy. Just because you have full coverage does not mean that you have rental car coverage. And also, what we'll do is we'll do the tear down like I explained. We'll see if there's any additional items that we need to add to the estimate. We'll call the adjuster to come out and take a look at the vehicle, to write their estimate, finish their estimate, and give us more money. And then when we're all done, we'll quality control the vehicle for delivery. And then Bob is my wash guy. So I will make sure that your vehicle is, is done like it's supposed to be and get it back better than what you gave it to me. So call me if you need help on a claim. Now it depends on whether you're a claimant or an insured. The definition of a claimant is a person who makes a claim. The definition of the insured is a person, group, organization whose life or property is covered by an insurance policy. Again, now here's the California's law on how to handle a claim. I have that information as well. A lot of people don't know, but when you get into a car accident, you need to go onto the website for the DMV, and you can get an SR1 form, and you can fill it out on the computer and print it out and follow the directions and send it. You have to do that by law. California state law requires traffic accidents in California street, highway, or private property be reported to the Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, within 10 days if there was an injury, death, or property or damage in excess of $750. In the state of Oregon, it was $2,000. So $750 is almost nothing. Ask Winston. He came and I looked at his vehicle. I mean, we were just looking at it. There's no way. So make sure that you guys fill out your SR1 forms, and if you need help with that, again, your agent should be able to help you, or we can help you as well. Thank you in advance for all the referrals you're going to send me. Please remember that I'm in the shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, no appointment necessary. The next time you hear someone talk about needing auto body or collision repair, who are you going to think of and remember?
Kim Roberts.
Let's say it together. We are Corporate Collision. We are your body shop.
question. The SR1 form, maybe this is more a question for you. If you fill that out, does that have any effect on your insurance rates?
If it's an at-fault accident, but if it's not your fault, no.
Okay.
Who determines the fault? The insurance
The
company?
insurance
adjuster.
companies.
The adjuster.
How about a testimonial for Kim?
Everything that Kim said, as far as the process that she said, was spot on. I mean, I got hit on a Wednesday before trip. I had to leave to San Francisco, so I was gone so I brought it in Monday. That was the earliest time I could bring it. And by, was it Tuesday afternoon, she had already done everything, and the adjuster had already called me, and everything was smooth. So I got the car back, everything was fine, and it was a great experience. I had a lot less stress considering everything that had happened. So I really appreciate the job that Kim did. So.
Awesome.
I have one more thing. So, I had to go to the Starbucks next door over here last Wednesday, and Kim and I had already had a scheduled one-to-one for the following day, but we met a little bit earlier. I had a little incident happen in the parking lot, so went over, called Kim right away, and man, she was on the phone. She had everything, already lined up, and so I went over and met with her, and she she walked me through the process and what to expect, and that really helps because, it doesn't matter if you've had an accident, in your lifetime, but when it happens, you're like so nervous and, kind of discombobulated, so Kim really kind of helps you settle down and kind of handle things step by step, so it's just awesome.
That's why she said she's a rental car driver, because I have her car.
Yeah, they gave me a Dodge Charger. I'm in really trouble.
That's what I got.
Man. Yeah. Get a speeding ticket.
Our guy over at Enterprise, he knows I said, you take care of my customers or else. So they take good care of my customers. I appreciate that
I
as
got
well.
a Dodge Charger too.
Woohoo! And also, like I said, I'd like to thank Bob, because he is the finishing touch of my vehicles. And
Woohoo,
a
Bob.
lot of customers don't see what's going on. Like I sent Craig a picture of his vehicle torn down. A lot of people don't see that. They see what it looks like before, and when they get it back, they don't care what happened in the middle. They just want to see a nice looking vehicle when they get it back. So he's worth all the money to me. So if you guys don't let me abuse him too much, and if you guys can if you guys can use him. But I also want to say thank you to Mitch. He's the one that designed these things for me, and I just told him, hey, you know what? This is what I want. I sent him a concept of what I want, and it took us 6 tries. He did this for me. Also, and Kim printed them for me, so I'm going to tell her thank you. And also, Mitch did some new business cards for me, so once I'm out of these, you guys will be able to see them, and he did my name badge. And Kim right now is doing my shirts for me, my work shirts. So again, it's a collective effort. So you guys, B&I really does work. We all are a family, we all are a team, so let's keep going.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.